Hey, it's Nyx, and I am back with a Little Mermaid creator sim. I was kindly asked to create Ariel from the Little Mermaid. Now, I'm going to start off by sincerely apologizing for how they turned out. I did spend a lot of time on them. Apparently I am just awful at recreating faces. I even created my first face mask ever, trying to make it a bit more accurate, but we will get to that later. Anyway, I started with the 1989 Ariel from the animated movie. Did you know that the movie was that old? Because I always thought that movie was a 90s movie. I guess it kind of was though. I feel like a lot of 90s kids grew up with that movie. But back to the video. So I want to keep her with an animated feel and try to have her be more Max's match. I was trying to decide if I want to keep her with that super unnaturally thin body that she had in the 90s series and movie. For some reason, Disney animators in the 90s thought that women should look like a toothpick around the waist. I don't know what that was. Of course, I didn't realize this as a child, but The Little Mermaid was actually one of my favorite movies when I was little. I'm not really sure why. Maybe I just wanted to be a mermaid. I mean, aren't there many kids who wanted to be a mermaid at some point in their life? Like, I don't know. I think that's still a thing. I feel like there's still a lot of kids that be like, oh, I want to be a mermaid. I don't know. I feel like that was why I liked it, because as I grew older, I kind of fell out with that movie because I was like, well, you know, you grow up. But also, I just felt like her character in that movie was very, very selfish. Like, she was just like, I'm gonna abandon my whole entire family for this boy I saved and met for like half a second who was unconscious. Don't know anything about him. I was like, yeah, that's kind of a problem. Look, I was like, yeah, that's kind of a problem. And I guess she was the baby. Maybe because she was the baby, maybe she was like babied a little bit too much, so she just thought she could do whatever she wanted. I don't know. But I feel like most of us couldn't get away with that. Like I was saying, this is how she wound up looking for the most part. Like, I might have edited a little bit more since I recorded it, just a tiny bit. It does not make her look better. I don't think it makes her look worse either. I think it just look like what it is, what it's gonna be. But you do have access to her clothes and the hairs that I was able to find. That way you can make your own version of Ariel. It's probably gonna look much, much better than what I have created here. So I went ahead and then I created the more recent version of Ariel from the live action movie. Now, I did try to create a face mask. Well, I did. It's not that I tried. I think that face mask turned out really well. But I did create a face mask of Hailey Bailey's face. If I am pronouncing her name incorrectly, I apologize. She has an interesting name. Not that it's a bad name or anything. It's just, you know, it's confusing, especially since Halle Berry exists. So maybe it's Hailey Bailey, whatever it is. Anyway, I went ahead and created a face mask of her face. I've not been paying attention to the new live action movie, so I don't know what the heck as far as how the actress's name is pronounced. And I do apologize. So anyway, I went ahead, I did that, and I tried my best, my darndest to recreate her face in The Sims. Now, I guess I couldn't get the sliders and stuff right, and maybe I was missing some things to make it look a little bit better. But at one point, she wound up looking like Angela Bassett. And now I think the finished product looks more akin to Holly Robinson Peete. So basically, she looks like a much older woman than she's supposed to. Even though I love both of those ladies, but that ain't how she was supposed to look. She was like her own little character. And I would recommend the color sliders mod just to kind of help the face mask blend in a little bit better with whatever skin you decide to use for her, because I think it can blend in fairly decently. The way I was taught to make the face mask though, the edges don't blend in as well as it should. It's kind of like a wholly different color. So that's something I learned for next time. Don't listen to that. But it's not that bad. So if you guys want to create a face mask, go look up some YouTube videos about it. It's not that bad. It really isn't, compared to like trying to create a whole skin or something. So yeah. Unfortunately, when I was doing it, the half of her face that I did use for it does not have the mold. So I'll put the mask up, but I will put up the PSD version, so you can go ahead and you can add her little mold back if you would like to. You can edit it however you would like to try to, you know, fix her up a little bit in whatever way you like, if you care. to try to make her more accurate to the actress that plays Ariel in this live action version. But I want to know, have you all gone out to the live action version of The Little Mermaid? Because from what I've been hearing so far, it has not been good. It has not been good. In your opinion, was the movie good? Is it worth a watch? Are any of the other live action remakes worth watching? Because like I said, I ain't watched any of them. Let me know if any of them were even worth watching, please, and thank you. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get to their final looks, or at least her final look now. All the links will be down in the description. You can go ahead and download them, including the face mask. I thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you all are doing well, and take care of yourselves until next time. Bye.